Okay, there we go. What is up, Super Fam and Brovengers alike? I am Sensei Finito, and welcome to Marvel Bros, where we discuss all things Marvel and everything pop culture. And today, we're going to be talking about Star Wars, The Bad Batch, The Last of Us, and some Netflix originals that we got coming at us in the next year. But before we get into that, make sure you follow us on social media at Marvel Bros to stay up to date with all the latest news, movie reviews, and all the content that we post every single day. And also, you already know, show some love to your boy. That's me. And follow me as well on the Twitters and the social medias to stay up to date with all of my hot takes, first takes, and everything along the lines of that. So, with all that being said, I hope everybody is having a very good Tuesday, I believe it is, a good Taco Tuesday. I hope everyone had a good time with the holidays over the weekend. It definitely felt more like a 3-day weekend than anything, or a 4-day weekend, to be honest, because it was like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday was like the recover day. Having Christmas on a Sunday was definitely weird. I was talking about that to my bro, and I still feel the same way. Having Christmas on a Sunday, it just feels interesting. I am crunching on some chips, I'm not gonna lie. Your boy was a little bit hungry. Nothing major. That Sprite cracking open right there was crispy. I was going to warm my coffee back up, but I was like, nah, I don't really want coffee at this moment. Let me crunch on a couple chips. And we're just going to vibe. So, first things first, yo, The Bad Batch is coming back next month, yo. Next month, yo. January. What day is that? Is it next month? Is it next year? Hold on. I may be mistaken. The Bad Batch Season 2. Yeah, next month. It premieres January 4th. And Season 1 of The Bad Batch was amazing. Like, it was amazing to say the very least. I loved it. I honestly think that Star Wars animated stuff, much like DC, is a lot better than, well, at least now for sure, but I just feel it's a lot better, and it works better for all the alien stuff that they got going on. It just works. The Bad Batch Season 1 was truly amazing, to say the very least, honestly. Star Wars The Bad Batch, it just gave us so much, and it set up a lot of things that I don't think that we really realized at first, but now, knowing all the stuff that we know about just the future of Star Wars and where they're trying to go and what they're trying to do, I honestly think the Bad Batch might become like a really big part of the future of stuff, you know? Like, for real. Bad Batch Season 1, there was just so much dope stuff in Bad Batch Season 1. And being able to see Fennec Shand kind of come in there as well, that was dope. Like, that was freaking awesome. And who else? It wasn't just Fennec, but it was also, damn, I can't believe I'm drawing a blank on his name. Cad Bane. Cad Bane came in there as well. And it was like, oh yeah. Oh yeah. And it's kind of crazy how amazing they were, and then when we saw them in like the Book of Boba Fett, how it kind of didn't feel like the same characters, but it did a little bit. Like, Fennec Shand definitely felt better in The Mandalorian than she did in the Book of Boba Fett. Even Boba Fett felt better in Mandalorian than the Book of Boba Fett. But still, it's like, bruh, I'm hoping that this animated show is able to go above and beyond this year and really show us some things that we really didn't know before, and possibly even connect a few things to each other. I know a lot of us was really expecting to see at least the little girl. Like, I for sure was expecting to see the little girl pop up in the Book of Boba Fett. I don't know why. I can't think of her name. Omega. I was definitely expecting Omega to pop up somewhere, and I still kind of am. I think she has a big there's a high possibility of her popping up in the future, but the Bad Batch just feels like the direction that it's gonna go is definitely gonna, start veering off to the left a little bit more, and that's just kind of how I feel about that, though. What's up with this Super Fam? See you guys in the chat. Happy holidays to everybody. Let me know how your holidays were. Did you have a good Christmas? My boy Words says, Book of Boba Fett felt so off. It did. It didn't feel right at all. It was really weird what they did there. I don't know why. It just felt really interesting. It kind of felt like the Christmas special that they did back in the day, but like almost a little bit more serious. Hey, Sensei, what's up with it, Mad Max? How you doing, G? I hope you're doing good today. I hope everybody's having a good Tuesday. We spent like 80% of the show going to that same cantina in Tatooine. Yeah, I'm over Tatooine. You guys already know how I feel about Tatooine. I don't feel... I despise Tatooine, low-key, just a little bit. Like, I love it and everything else, but every time we get something new and we're like right back on Tatooine, I'm really irritated. Like, I'm like, bro, there's so much more of the galaxy to go to. Why are we always on Tatooine? Can we see some other stuff, some other places? And that's another reason why I liked Andor a little bit more, was because it allowed us to visit other places in the galaxy that we had not seen before. Like, because there's so much stuff, and it's like, bro, come on. Can we just get some other things going here? Can we see something else, please? Yeah, Omega. Yep. Live action Omega. There you go. I definitely want to see a live action Omega. I think we can see a live action Omega pop up in like maybe even The Mandalorian or something like that. Mad Max says Christmas was legit. Thanks, bro. I'm happy you had a good Christmas. They ruined Boba Fett. They definitely took his character in a completely different direction. It was very weird. I don't think they're going to be doing a season 2 or anything like that. Maybe we just see Boba Fett pop up in The Mandalorian a little bit more, and they venture off in his story there. But I think Boba Fett should have been handled by Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, not anyone else. Just my personal opinion, because Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau are just, they need to take over Star Wars the same way that James Gunn and Peter Safran have taken over DC. DC and Star Wars are very much in the same boat to me. A lot of the issues that the fan base has with both of those franchises respectively, a lot of the arguments are the same. You know what I mean? Can we treat these characters right? Can we do this? Can we do that? Can we just handle a couple of these things differently and do some stuff differently as well? And that's definitely how I feel as well. Like, it's just like, I don't know. There's enough source material to figure out that Boba Fett, I don't think Boba Fett would go the way that he went in the show, right? I might be wrong, but that's just how I feel. They changed the name of Slave 1 to like Fire something. Yeah, and that's just kind of I don't know what's up with that either. That's Disney being Disney, right? That's just Disney being Disney. Fire Spray. The Fire Spray gunship. Like, bro, why? Just changing things that don't need to be changed, doing things that don't need to be done. It's a very interesting choice, and I don't know why they do things like that. I hope you guys can't hear me crunching, but your boy was like hungry, but not starving. Damn. Okay. Yeah, I guess because Slave One isn't PC. That's true. And also, the show made Boba Fett into some weird pacifist character that wanted to be, like not just a pacifist character, but he also like wanted to be like a capo or like a mob boss or something. I don't know. That was interesting to me. A lot of things were interesting about this show. And I'm really over Tatooine. And I don't know if it's because of this show or because of I just feel like every Disney Plus live action show that there's been, and of course I know there has not been a lot of them, but even with the movies that we had, I just feel like Tatooine was just a little bit too much there. And we need to kind of go away from it. We need to get away from this side of the galaxy. It's just how I feel. I'll say it. Like he wanted peace and was letting everyone take a shit on him. Yeah, it was definitely weird. Exactly. That isn't the Boba Fett we know and love. No, I definitely agree with that. It definitely felt interesting to see what was going on. And then it was like episode after episode, it kind of felt like everybody was like, okay, this is the episode where he's not going to take no shit anymore. Or this is the episode where we're actually going to start getting shit going. Oh, this is the episode. And this is the episode. And then the next thing we knew, we were watching The Mandalorian slice people in half. And we were like, what the hell is happening? And it just didn't even fit the tone of the show before it. It just, I don't know, man. It just, we just need a little bit more of something in Star Wars. But I feel like Star Wars and DC are both missing the same things that makes us love them each so much in our lives. And that, like, I mean, think about how big DC and Star Wars are respectively, but time and time again, the fandoms are not being pleased about these different things. And then you have Marvel that knows exactly what to do to the point to where they can now just do whatever they want. And the people that don't like it, it doesn't matter because the amount of people that do like it is about the same amount as the people that don't like it. So they're winning either way, right? Marvel can they can do She-Hulk and have hella people still like the show and have the show still do good, but the other people don't like the show, but it doesn't affect how good the show is like looked at from other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, so now DC and Star Wars are at this point to where they're still trying to play catch up to what Marvel is doing when really they just need to be writing their own book. And that's what I think the biggest issue is. And that's why I kind of feel like we got to get a lot of this old regimens at these places gone and let these new dudes and new people take over. Like how DC has allowed James Gunn to take and Peter Safran to take over. Star Wars needs to allow, I've been saying their names, Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni to take over because those dudes understand Star Wars. Dave Filoni understands George Lucas, and then Jon Favreau understands Star Wars. Like, they are two halves of the same coin, which makes it perfect. And I feel like every single animated show is so damn good because everything that Filoni and Favreau even like breathe on, us as the fandom are like, yes, you understand. You've read these books before. It's not like we're not in foreign places. We understand what's going on. Animated just is saucy. And they just need to let that happen. The Book of Back to Tank. Yo. I was like, bro, like, I remember me and Battery, every time something would happen, we were like, oh no, they're going to go back to that damn Back to Tank. And it's like, bro, come on, please. The goddamn Vespas. Like, you telling me Boba Fett gets the worst criminals in all of Tatooine to be his enforcers, the dopest thing about that was Kersantin. Like Kersantin being in that was freaking awesome. And then everything that we got with the Mandalorian was awesome. And then Boba Fett was alright. Like, even the finale was like, bro, come on. Like, it didn't feel right. It didn't feel right. It felt so wrong in so many ways. I just really hope they do something different. What's wrong with no helmet Mando? Everything. Yeah, he never turned into a savage. Facts. Facts. Favreau and Filoni can save Star Wars. Another fact. Another fact. I don't think anyone else can really do it. I think we just need to let Favreau and Filoni map out the next 10 years of Star Wars legit. Like, that is the only thing that people should be taking from Marvel. Nothing else. All they need to be taking from Marvel is the fact that they had a damn plan about what they wanted to do, but allowed every single director or creator to kind of do whatever they wanted to do with the story. It's like, yeah, we need this, and this, but go ahead and do what you want to do. We should know what's going on. Like, right now, we should know what's going to be going on in 2033. You know what I mean? Not us, them. They should be like, yo, by 2033, we want to have our next big arc or whatever the case may be. So let's just build that up until this or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know. But from a lot of the rumors that we've been hearing, that's exactly what they're doing. Rebels is my favorite. Rebels is gold. Rebels is gold, and to be honest, Ezra is my favorite character in Star Wars. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Ezra is the only Jedi that is going to be alive at this point for sure that has ever studied both the Sith and the Jedi Holocron. For one, Darth Maul wanted him to be his apprentice. For two, so that's just heat already. Like, everything about that is amazing, right? And then you get Ahsoka coming in and also helping him out and training him a little bit here and there with some things. It's freaking fire. He's right there with the Darksaber. Like, he has connections to all of the dopest things in Star Wars. Legitimately. Ezra has a connection to the dopest things that have happened across the Star Wars whole shit. Like, he's connected to Kanan, Doom. Freaking one of the dopest people that we've ever had in Star Wars, in my opinion. I really would like a Kanan series or a Doom movie or something, because bruh is legit awesome. And his sacrifice that he made, like, one of the only times I've ever wanted to, like, shed a tear with anything that happens that has to do with Star Wars, my guy. Like, I was connected to that. I was connected. And now that we know that Ahsoka is going to be basically looking for Ezra and General Thrawn, that is going to be amazing when we get there. When we get to, if they find him halfway through the season, if they find him at the end of the season, no matter when they find him, it's going to be awesome, because he's going to be that much older and that much more, in my opinion, he's going to be that much more strong. Because you're not getting Ezra disappearing for 5 years, 10 years. I don't know how long the timeline is. I don't think I've even looked it up to see how long that's after that. I'll probably do that right now. But just that fact, he's not going to not be doing anything. He's definitely been training somehow, some way. Thrawn is not like Thrawn's just not been doing anything. He's definitely been training somehow, some way. So, bruh, we don't even know what's on that side of the galaxy that they got teleported to. And from what we know, that side of the galaxy is supposed to be a huge part of where Star Wars is going to go in the future. That whole galaxy is going to be a huge thing. On that other side of the galaxy, it's going to be focused more on magic and witches and the Force as well, of course, but how that side of the galaxy views the Force versus how this side of the galaxy has viewed the Force. And that's what we need. More than anything, that's what we need. Yeah, he's absolutely read the novels. Oh yeah, 100%, bro. He's on his shit. He knows too much. He brings up too much. Cal Kestis. We need Cal in live action. That's another thing that hurts them a lot. Not crossing their stuff over properly. Everything in Star Wars is canon. From comic books to the animated shows to the live action to the video games. It's all canon. Why the hell have we not met these people yet? We need Cal popping up in the Bad Batch even. That would be awesome. We need these things happening. We need the Bad Batch popping up in video games. Like, these are the things that fans want. And once again, I'm going to keep saying this because it's really like hella true. That's what DC is trying to do. And DC and Star Wars are like two peas in a pod. I'm not going to lie. Because it's just the truth. I think my Funko collection is actually getting quite good, to be honest. I got Scarlet Witch, the neon orange skin Thor one, and Octane coming tomorrow. Ooh, nice. That's what's up, bro. Yeah, you've definitely been getting more and more nerd stuff getting popping. Not gonna lie, you have, and I'm happy to see it happen. Going from normie to nerd, yo. That's what happens here. Cassandra was pretty cool. Yeah, he was dope. Cassandra was cool. Of course, everything about The Mandalorian is pretty cool. Super happy about the third season coming at us. It's going to be fire. But Pedro's sexy face? Yo, what? It's two dots in a line, bro. You ain't seeing no face on Pedro. But I do really like this Target exclusive Shuri pop. I think she looks pretty dope. But that's just me. And then, just to stick with Star Wars, I have Boba Fett, who we've been talking about. I have Grogu with the cookies. He's munching on the cookies. Those blue cookies did look fire. Super surprised they didn't actually come out with them. And then one of my favorite pops, I'm not going to lie, this is one of my favorites. Luke Skywalker with Grogu. Look at that. That's freaking amazing. Like, this is awesome. Definitely one of my favorite pops. I think that actually might be my favorite. Other than my main man, Stan Lee. Yep. Stan Lee and Luke Skywalker with Grogu are definitely in the top 5. Like, for sure. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I'm looking for like a everything. There we go. Um. All right. We gonna nerd out on Ahsoka a little bit. Yo, I love that Luke and Grogu Funko. Yeah, that thing is fire. Definitely one of my favorites, for sure, for sure. Yeah, definitely one of my favorite pops, yo. Luke and Grogu. That yeah, it's insane. I just love it so much. I think they went really hard on that. All right, let's check this out. This article is coming at us from space.com. Oh shit. This is everything we know about the Ahsoka series. Let me bring this up. All right, there we go. Okay. Damn, my tongue is on fire. The live action Ahsoka series TV. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go grab something to drink real quick because your boy, his mouth is on fire. All right, my bad, y'all. I'm back. Excuse me, Jesus. All right. The live action Ahsoka TV series is something that Star Wars fans and a certain director has been campaigning for years. Since the character was turned from an annoyance in her first appearance to an absolute fan favorite during the excellent Star Wars The Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebels the series, a live action series was heavily requested by fans. We got our first look at a live action Ahsoka when she appeared in The Mandalorian, played by Rosario Dawson, and as soon as she appeared, fans clamored for a full series of her adventures, tying up the loose ends of her story. After speculation, it was finally confirmed that the series was going to happen and that Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau would be attached. Not only that, Rosario Dawson had signed on for the full series, and we were finally going to get to see what happened to Ahsoka after the end of Star Wars Rebels. But since then, it's been pretty quiet on the Ahsoka news front. We've had some set images, some messages from Dawson herself, and some casting news. But when is the show coming out and what will it be about? Will Ahsoka have one last confrontation with her former master, Darth Vader? Excuse me. We've put together all the known info about the Ahsoka TV series, including plot details, casting, and rumored release dates for this highly anticipated series. Check out our full roundup of all upcoming Star Wars TV shows to see what else is coming our way from a galaxy far, far away. Okay, sweet. If you're looking for more Star Wars content, check out our guide. Okay. This was awesome. This was awesome, right? Because Homegirl had the Beskar spear, and this is the first time we also saw these beautiful white lightsabers, yo. And it was like, oh yeah. I mean, live action, that is. I don't think we've seen the white lightsaber live action until this very moment. Well, not this very moment, but until Ahsoka popped up in the show. And it was mind blowing and amazing and epic. I had a snack attack. All right. There's no release date for Ahsoka at the moment. It's expected that the show will debut in 2023, which rumors suggest that it will begin in late 2023, as The Mandalorian season 3 will be taking the early slot for Star Wars on Disney Plus. My guy Admiral Thrawn. Like, Thrawn was a beast in Rebels. Like a beast. Set 5 years after Return of the Jedi and after the end of The Mandalorian Season 2, Ahsoka is traveling across the galaxy in search of Grand Admiral Thrawn, a legendary villain in Star Wars canon who has never appeared in live action. It's unknown who will play Thrawn, but we're really hoping that it's Lars Mikkelsen, the actor who played him in Star Wars Rebels. He's an accomplished actor who could seamlessly transition into the live action role. Ooh. Speaking of Rebels, it's been confirmed that Iman Esfandi will play Ezra Bridger in the show. Star Wars Rebels ended on a cliffhanger with Thrawn and Bridger disappearing, and it's believed that Ahsoka will focus on her attempt to find both of them. Oh yeah. Ahsoka is a continuous story. It is definitely driving toward a goal in my mind, as opposed to being singular adventures, said Dave Filoni, speaking with Vanity Fair about what he hopes to achieve with the series. That's what we want the character to be doing, and I think that's what fans want now. They have such a relationship with her. I've only recently started to understand that all those kids that watch Clone Wars are now a lot older. They're very excited about all the things they grew up with, as they should be. Bruh, just that alone makes me love Dave Filoni so much more. Because, I mean, this guy knows that we are nerds. He knows that we were nerds when we were younger, and we have only grown up into being bigger nerds. So we want a certain amount of good. Where's my mouse? Here we go. Actor Ray Stevenson plays a mystery villain in the show, which is believed to be an original character from the post-Return of the Jedi era. Other notable additions to cast include Mary Elizabeth Winstead and Ivana Sakno, who are both playing as yet undisclosed roles. Saving potentially the best till last, we have confirmation that Hayden Christensen will be featured in the series Though we don't know if that will be as Anakin or Darth Vader. Since the show takes place 5 years after Return of the Jedi, though, we have to assume it's via flashbacks in either case. Oh, yeah, huh? Because he's technically would be dead. Because when does. Okay. Okay. What year is it in Return of the Jedi? 4 ABY. Okay. Okay. All right. So, does ABY go back up or does it go back down? No, ABY goes up, huh? Yeah, because ABY is after the Battle of Yavin. Okay. Okay. So it'll be like 9 ABY. Because that's around, I think it's like 8 ABY in Mandalorian. 9 ABY. Okay, so it's literally basically picking off from where we left off with her. So it's set 30 years before the stuff that happens in The Force Awakens. Okay. We were pretty surprised that a trailer wasn't dropped during the recent D23 Expo, as many had expected it to be the first time we get an in-depth look at the show. We did get a new image, and Rosario Dawson briefly appeared in a behind-closed-doors look at the upcoming Star Wars content on Disney+, but for fans who couldn't attend, we didn't get much. If the show isn't planned for release until late 2023, that means we could get a huge amount of trailer content around Star Wars Celebration in May 2023. It's worth remembering that we didn't get a full-length Obi-Wan trailer until it was almost time for the release to release. So it could be, excuse me, that Disney are trying to get the show close to its chest until they're ready to show off more. Could the show hold the Mandalorian Season 3 spoilers that Disney don't want? Oh, could the show hold Mandalorian Season 3 spoilers that Disney don't want to give away until that shows early next year? Ooh. I'm down for that. Ahsoka's showdown with her former master is one of the best parts. Oh. Will Darth Vader return for the show? Ahsoka's showdown with her former master is one of the best parts of the modern Star Wars canon. The battle, which took place in Rebels, was something that Star Wars fans were hoping to see since she was first introduced as Anakin's apprentice. But will the fallen Anakin Skywalker appear in the show as Darth Vader? The Hollywood Reporter claimed earlier this year that Hayden Christensen had signed up on to reprise his role as Anakin Skywalker / Darth Vader. Considering the incredibly positive reaction to his appearance in Obi-Wan Kenobi, we're not surprised and we're extremely hopeful he'll play a significant part of the show. That's everything we know about Ahsoka so far. It's still early in the day, and we've had significantly fewer leaks from the show this time than we did for the other Star Wars shows. But if anything that makes us even more excited, we're in a bit of the golden age for Star Wars TV shows with TV shows at the minute with Andor and the Mandalorian both leading the way, and we're so glad that the team that really brought this character to life is getting to give her the big live action spectacle that she so greatly deserves. And I agree with everything that Jordan Midler said in this article, because this is all 100% facts and truth, and I really feel I feel the same way. It's so awesome that we're getting the people that gave birth to her actually be able to handle her show the correct way. I want a Luke Skywalker show. I would like a Luke Skywalker show that's focused on him building like the Jedi Temple and Snoke coming in and like deceiving and doing what he did, and then like the show kind of end with the Jedi Temple being destroyed. I think that would be fire. I'm not gonna lie. I think that would be fire. Um, I think that would be freaking dope. Are there any shows after the sequel trilogy? Not that we know of, right? Like we just said, we have Ahsoka that's going to be before the sequel trilogy, but after the original trilogy, taking place in around 9 to 11 ABY, I mean, possibly. And then we have The Mandalorian Season 3 that's going to be taking place around the same time, of course. And then Star Wars Acolyte is taking place before any of the stuff that's happened, before the prequel trilogy, right? So we have that. That's going to be before the prequel trilogy. I think that's in the. I don't even know. I'm not even going to sit here and lie to you about when that is set. But then we have Skeleton Crew, and we don't know where Skeleton Crew is based at. So Skeleton Crew may be one of those things that's post The Force Awakens. And another thing about The Force Awakens, well, and the future of Star Wars in its entirety, is that the future of Star Wars, like I was saying, is supposed to be going away from this side of the galaxy. So if we are going away from this side of the galaxy in Ahsoka, that allows them to build up the other side of the galaxy, and we can even be over there with Ahsoka figuring out all this new stuff, and it technically take place at the same time all the other shit is happening in the Mandalorian and even in The Force Awakens. We could even get stuff. We can even be in that side of the galaxy during the shit that's happening in The Force Awakens on this side of the galaxy. And then once that all that shit is like, once that ends and the Emperor really dies and all the clones and all that bullshit is over, boom. You know what I mean? Now we're in the new ABY, because by then it'll be what? 30 years after that. Okay, so it'll be like 50 ABY, I think. Like post Force Awakens, it's like 50 ABY in Star Wars. So you know me, man. I am a big I am a big advocate for having a new Jedi Council be created and assembled. I'm just saying. New Jedi Council, and on this new Jedi Council, you have Ahsoka, Cal Kestis, Rey Palpatine Skywalker, Grogu, and Ezra Bridger. I'm just saying. I think that would be fire. I think that would be fire. I don't know how that would happen, but I think that would be fire. Because everybody is like 30 right now. So around then, they'll be like 70. Like Cal, Ahsoka, all of them, they'll be like 70 and 30 ABY. I mean, in 50 ABY. Yeah, they'll be like 70 and like 50 ABY. Give me that, bro. What? Are you kidding me? Oh, yeah. That would be fire. Baby Grogu. Like, oh, yeah. I can't wait. Soon it will be time to get Disney Plus again. Oh, yeah, I got Disney Plus. But that's just because I watch all of the stuff. And then I got children, of course, and my kids love the stuff on Disney Plus. And so does my wife. She ain't nothing but a big kid as well. Imagine grown Grogu talking like Yoda. Nah, Grogu's not going to talk like Yoda. Yaddle didn't talk like Yoda. Yoda talked the way that Yoda did because when he was being raised, he was born in the era of like the High Republic type of vibe. And in the High Republic time, the way that Yoda talks is basically like old English type of thing. You know how they'd be like, ye old and all that type of shit in like the old English. Like, yeah. So Yoda basically talks in Star Wars version of old English. And that's why Yaddle didn't talk like that, because she wasn't, she didn't grow up in the same era that he grew up to in. And Yoda speaks like that in homage to his master, who also spoke like that. So Grogu will basically talk the way that the Mandalorian and everyone around him talks. You know what I mean? So he'll just speak normal. So, baby, you're gonna see little Grogu talking normal in his Mandalorian garb with the dark saber. And he's gonna be going crazy, like Grogu with the dark saber on the Jedi Council. Yes, and the Jedi Council will be different because it really won't be the Jedi Council because none of them believe in the Jedi way. Because the Jedi didn't even believe in the Jedi way towards the end of it. You know what I mean? Like everything was like, yeah, nah, we was actually really wrong about the shit that we was doing. Everybody felt guilty. Everyone felt guilty. That was a part of what happened. It would be funny if he talked normal, but in a Yoda voice. That would be wild. But also, Yoda was hella old. Like when we met Yoda, he was old. Yoda was basically 900 years old in the Phantom Menace. Yoda was born in 896 BBY. So we heard old Yoda talk. We don't even know how young Yoda sounded. Cause once you get older, you get a little bit different voice going on. You know what I mean? Like your voice it drop a little bit, sound a little different. I wonder how young Yoda sounded. And that's one thing that's dope. If they go back in time to anything in the High Republic era or anything like that, they can still have Yoda be there at some point. Yeah, Yoda was alive during the High Republic. He was damn near. I'm pretty sure he was alive during the Old Republic too, right? Like, I guess the High Republic is the Old Republic. Bruh's been there for all of the things. And that's going to be the same thing with Yoda. We could even go in the future with Star Wars and have Grogu now be our new Yoda type of vibe. And so this whole time we could be exploring our new quote unquote Yoda character, our new Jedi Master character's origin stories right now. And then they could skip up a few 300 years and we could be in a completely different Star Wars galaxy with Grogu in that shit. Yeah, that would be awesome. I think that would be awesome. I don't know if that's what they're doing, but I do know that would be awesome. Yeah, Soga's gonna be lit. I hope everybody's ready for it. Yoda died in exile after all he went through. R.I.P. my guy. Yep, but I mean, it was also a choice for him to go into exile, but he definitely died. I mean, I guess it wasn't his choice to be in exile, but it was at the same time. I mean, you can't exactly go around when you're the only type of your species, huh? Like, you don't, your species ain't everywhere, so you can't go anywhere. People gonna be like, yo, that gotta be Master Yoda. We only know one old green dude with ears like that, yo. It gotta be him. But my guy kind of exiled himself for failing Anakin, which he did, which everyone did on the council. Everyone on the council failed Anakin, and they failed the whole Jedi Order because of it too. We sense much darkness in this one. Let's isolate him. That's never a good idea. Legit, never. You never isolate the person that has a potential to be evil. I mean, I guess it worked out for the Hidden Leaf Village, but anyone else, you can't do it. That's what makes villains. My guy Naruto is just such a real one that he wasn't gonna let them make him a villain. He didn't give a damn. But yeah, yo, I think we about to be in some spicy waters with all the dopeness that's gonna be coming to us. Tales of the Jedi gave us a lot of cool stuff. And we're still supposed to get some other things for Star Wars. We got like the droid story one that we're supposed to be getting, the Acolyte, like we talked about, Ahsoka, of course, Skeleton Crew, which is gonna be lit. We might be supposed to be getting that Lando show. I don't know if we're still getting that. Oh, the Young Jedi Adventures, which is a kid's show, but it's definitely gonna be canon. Mando season 3, Visions, Star Wars Visions season 2, the Bad Batch season 2. So we got a good amount of Star Wars content coming our way. It's just that we need it to not be controlled by Kathleen Kennedy. So yeah. Everybody's starting petitions to get James Gunn fired. We need to get Kathleen Kennedy out of there. But from what I hear, if I'm not mistaken, she is supposed to be leaving after something is done. Is it Ahsoka? I think it's Ahsoka. Or I don't know. She's supposed to be leaving after. That was the rumor. That she's supposed to be leaving after something happens. I just can't recall what that something is. All right. So, let's see. Ooh. Oh yeah. Speaking of the Bad Batch, though, we got a new poster for Hunter in the Bad Batch season 2, and this thing is pretty fire. Like, look at that. Oh, jeez. Yep, this shit about to go crazy. It's gonna go. This is gonna be insane, yo. I really do hope everybody's ready because we're about to be in for a ride. At the end of last season, what happens? We got them kidnapping the chick that knows all about cloning. And you know what that means? That's definitely leading into how Emperor Palpatine and all the Emperor, that definitely leads just deeper into all the Emperor Palpatine stuff that's going on. Next up is The Last of Us, baby. The Last of Us coming at us next year, January 15th. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited for this, you guys. I am so excited for The Last of Us. I have not, I've been debating on whether I should play this game or not because it's about to come out. So I've been debating on whether I should play this game or should I just wait for the series to come out. And I really don't know. I really don't know. I might put a poll up on Twitter or something. Make sure y'all follow me on Twitter so y'all can let me know what you think I should do as well. But I really don't know. But I'm here for it. And the news that we have coming from this is that episode 1 of The Last of Us is going to be 85 minutes long. $85 minutes long. It's gonna be an hour and 30. I think that's an hour and 30. Hour and 21. Hour Yeah, like an hour and 20 something minutes. Come on, bro. What? And I hope that that's instead of doing the 2 episode thing that people usually do. I don't know if they're going to be, because if they're dropping 2 episodes still, and and episode 1 is going to be an hour and 20 plus minutes, that means we for sure got a 2 hour and 30 minutes watch party or something like that, you know? And that's a long, long time. But I am all the way here for it. And episode 1 is no doubt going to be incredibly sad and deep. And I'm just really interested in what's going to be going on with it. Yeah. People are definitely tripping off of it. I haven't played the first game, let alone the second game. But this is hilarious. I'm all ears is insane, fam. This is insane. Yo. Yeah, that's wild. I don't know who did that, but they wildin'. I don't know who photoshopped that man's ear off, but they definitely tripping on that one. Are you guys interested or excited for The Last of Us? I really want to play that game, I'm not gonna lie, but at the same time I want to go into the show blind, you know? Like I might watch the show first and then play the game. I don't know. I don't know. I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. All right. I don't feel like I need to watch the show now. What do you mean? You don't feel like you need to watch The Last of Us? Especially since I played the game? Oh, nah, bro, you definitely should watch the show. What? That's even more reason why to watch the show since you played the game. What? What do you mean, bro? That's like saying, man, I don't think I should watch these movies. I've read the comics. Like, nah, bro, come on, fam. It ain't the same, G. It's a whole new level. The game seems like a better experience to be in the story. I can see what you're saying. I can see what you're saying with that. But once again, I feel like that's all the more reason to watch the show because of course they're going to make some things different, but they're also going to for sure pay homage to the source material in like incredibly so. And if I'm not mistaken, The Last of Us, the dude that made the game, wait, hold on. I'm pretty sure the dude that made the game is a part of the show in some shape. In some way, shape, or form, I believe so. Neil Druckmann. Neil Druckmann. Let's see. Oh, I'm still on. Oh, I see what's happening here. I'm on the wrong web browser. I'm like, bro, why is my shit tripping? I'm on my web browser. That's what the issue is. Okay. Now we can bring these over here. Okay, now we in the money, y'all. That's my bad. That's my bad. I definitely was tripping. Okay. Oh, snizzle fraps. What happened just now? Okay, there we go. Yo, it was tripping. All right. The Last of Us show, Neil Druckmann. Okay, The Last of Us is an upcoming American post-apocalyptic drama television series created by Craig Mazin and Neil Druckmann for HBO. So Neil does have something to do with it. And apparently, like just reading these headlines, The Last of Us show is scaling back the violence. The Last of Us HBO show will scale back on game's graphic violence that makes it scarier. The Last of Us show is already making big changes to the game's story. Let's check out what Screenrant had to say. HBO's version of The Last of Us is set to be a faithful adaptation of the games, but character reveals suggest that might not mean what you thought. While The Last of Us is expected to be faithful to the original game, it's already clear that there will be more that there will be some larger changes to the game's story than originally thought. With Neil Druckmann, the creator of The Last of Us, writer for the two original games, and co-president of Naughty Dog, I had no idea all of those things is what he did, at the helm, that faithful adaptation doesn't seem out of the reach. However, some pre-release details make it clear that there are some larger changes being made for reasons that aren't yet clear. Jesus, they gotta add everywhere. The Last of Us is more than the Last of Us is more about the characters themselves than anything else. While zombies and antagonist humans stand in the way, they are effectively just part of the environments that they have to pass through. As Joel, Pedro Pascal, and Ellie, Bella Ramsey, make their way across the United States, the environment itself is often as much of a challenge as any of the inhabitants, with them having to work their way around crumbling architecture and survive in dangerous elements. HBO's The Last of Us is changing Joel and Ellie's route. While the set pieces and environment are a major part of the original story, it appears that Druckmann and HBO will be changing that environment of the Last of Us TV series. In the first game, Joel and Ellie start in Boston's quarantine zone, make their way through Pittsburgh, and then head their way west to Wyoming. During their time in Pittsburgh, Joel and Ellie meet fellow survivors Henry and Sam and avoid the hunters with them. However, the official casting announcements for Henry and Sam reveal that the brothers are hiding in Kansas City, Kansas, when Joel and Ellie meet them. They're hiding in Kansas City in Kansas City, Kansas. Okay, Jesus. I always forget there's Kansas City, Kansas, and Kansas City. Jesus. They're hiding in Kansas City, Kansas when Joel and Ellie meet them. Similarly, Melanie Lynsk's Linsky's character Kathleen is leading a revolutionary movement in Kansas City, which appears to be HBO's version of The Last of Us Hunters. Kansas City never appears in The Last of Us video game and is not only further south than Joel and Ellie's route takes them, but is further west than their stop in Pittsburgh. What The Last of Us location change might mean for the series. In The Last of Us video game, Joel and Ellie meet Henry and Sam. It is a formative moment for the pair. They're still struggling to get along as Joel attempts to keep his distance, but Henry and Sam serves as a parallel for them, with Henry thrust into a father role over his much younger brother, just as Joel is finding himself caring for Ellie. The tragedy that befalls the group has an impact on Joel and Ellie and their relationship going forward, and it taking place early in the game seems vital. With Joel and Ellie not meeting the brothers until Kansas in HBO's The Last of Us, they will not only have to go off course, but will also have been traveling together for much longer. This means that their relationship will likely be more developed by that point, and might mean a larger change for how the story of Henry and Sam play out. In the video game of The Last of Us, the brothers' tragedy serves as the protagonist's story first and foremost, and this change might mean that HBO's adaptation can give the pair a happier ending. Huh. Well, that doesn't seem like a bad thing to me, to be completely honest. It kind of seems like what I was saying already in the case of they're trying to stay true to the source material, but they got to throw some things in there because no one wants to. No one that watches the show that has played the game wants to basically play the game for a third time, or for a fifth time or whatever, or just to be watching the game instead of playing it, because that's why they played the game, so they wouldn't have to do that, right? So I think that it's probably the best decision for them to do what they're doing and change some shit up. So even though, so the people that watch the show that have played the game are still in shock at things that happen, or are still able to be like just mind blown or whatever, because they don't know word for word, route for route, what's going to happen in the game that is the same as the show. I think The Last of Us is going to do a really good job, and I think The Last of Us has potential to become one of those huge shows. I don't know how much they're going to milk from it. I don't know how much they're going to do, but I'm here for it, and I can't wait to see what exactly is going to happen for this show. Uh, it's going to be awesome. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. So I'm super ready for it. Hey, do you recommend to watch the Tales of the Jedi? Oh yeah, for sure. I definitely recommend watching Tales of the Jedi all the way, like for sure. Tales of the Jedi is lit. It's it's a great show. I mean, it's a great show. It's really great. I really like it. I think Dooku's story is better than Ahsoka's story just because of how they maneuver it and the things that we learn about um, Yaddle and all of that good stuff. I think it's definitely going to be a good watch for you. And if you like the animation stuff already, then you're going to like the show because of that as well, because it definitely takes that kind of role, but it doesn't finish every story arc, so to speak. It just kind of gives you a lot of scene selection type moments, but all of those scene selection moments are really cool and definitely worth it, clearing up a lot of things that have happened in the Star Wars mythos that we didn't have answers to. Now that gave us a lot of those answers with Yaddle and just all this stuff. Like, yeah, all of it. So, yeah. The show is on HBO and they rarely disappoint. Yeah, big facts. HBO's never disappointed, like with any of the shows that I've seen on there. And I've seen a lot of those shows up until this point, and they're all fire. Except for Watchmen, HBO, that was a bad show, but HBO will do a good job for the. Bro, I don't know what you're talking about. Watchmen was fire on HBO, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. That show was insanely lit, bro. Watchmen was hella fire. I'm hella mad that they didn't want to come back and do another show. Like when everyone wanted them to come back and do another season, but the lady was like, "Nah, bro, that's all. Like I ain't doing no more. Like that's it." And it was like, "Damn, Watchmen is hella fire." Woo! That show was incredible when I watched it, bro. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this shit is awesome. And it even dropped at a wild time just in the world when things was going down. Like, oh yeah, I was all hyped for that show. I'll watch that shit again. Like that shit was amazing. Definitely one of the best DC shows I think that we've ever got ever. That bruh, I will never forget how mind blowing that show was from one episode to the next. And just yeah, that's definitely going on my rewatch list. Ooh, yeah, I gotta rewatch that for sure. I already rewatched Lovecraft Country, and that shit was fire too. Lovecraft Country and Watchmen, those shows were just different when they came out. It was like, damn, this is insane. And then we just finished His Dark Materials last night. We just did that watch party, and that was fire also. So yeah, I'm definitely ready for all of the fireness to come. Watchmen was wild. It took a lot of twists and turns, but I was here for every single one of them. Same with Lovecraft Country. All those twists and turns, all the unexpected events that transpired, I was here for all of it. Because it was Liddy McJitty. Yes, sir. Is 2022 over for any shows or movies? What? Is 2022 over for any shows or movies? Yeah, I'm sorry, G. I usually do pretty good at deciphering, but the deciphering ain't ciphering. But that, yeah, I'm super lit. I'm super lit. I'm super ready for all of the crazy things that we're about to have in the future. Whoa. There's not much left for 2022 for new TV shows. Everything will be next year now. Yeah. Well, yeah. Because this after like next Monday is the new year. No, next Sunday is the new year. Yeah. So by this Sunday is gonna be the new year, baby. Saturday is New Year's Eve. G. And on New Year's Eve, me and my brother DeVito are going to be doing a live stream, a New Year's live stream for Gamer Vision, the podcast that I do for my esports org. League. Let's see. Wow. So make sure y'all go and check out Gamer Vision, where we cover all gaming topics and things along the lines of that, and it's awesome. So I appreciate all the love that you guys will give over there as well. So make sure y'all go drop a sub skis and drop a like skis on our last episode. We're definitely gonna get another, like I said, our New Year's. Damn. Our New Year's Eve episode is going to be this Saturday. Hopefully, we can do that in person as well. It's going to be a complete vibe. Can't wait. And I hope you guys are all there for the good times. Because it's going to be vibey. I got no doubt it's going to be vibey. All right. Next up. Let's check out the most popular films and TV shows on Netflix this year in 2022. Baby. All right, so for the most popular films, you have The Gray Man at number 1. This is the English category, by the way. I have not watched The Gray Man still, but I did hear that it was dope. The Adam Project, still have not watched The Adam Project either, but I heard that was dope. Purple Hearts, don't know what it is, haven't seen it. Hustle, heard good things about it, haven't seen it. The Tinder Swindler, wanted to watch that, still haven't seen it. Enola Holmes 2, haven't seen it. I haven't seen Enola Holmes 1 either. Senior Year, damn, I haven't seen any of these things. The Man from Toronto and Day Shift. Yeah, so for the top 10 movies of this year, I have not watched any of them. I'm slipping. I'm going to have to watch all of these movies and crunk out a couple of reviews and stuff for them now that we got this list out, because no doubt people are going to be watching them. So I'm definitely going to have to crunch out some of these things. Let's see. Let me just put that in the calendar real quick. All right. Watch Netflix top 10s. Yeah, I haven't seen any of these movies, so I can't even give my opinions on them. I feel a little played off of that. I'm not going to lie. The non-English films, Troll, Haven't seen it. I haven't seen any of these, like, for real. All Quiet on the Western Front, Black Crab, Through My Window, The Takedown, Loving Adults, Carter, My Name is Vendetta, Restless, and Furiosa. All of those sound fire. I am really kind of bummed that I have not watched any of these things. I'm not going to lie to you. So I'm definitely going to have to put these in my watch list and get to it. As for the TV shows, let's see. We got Stranger Things season 4. That was amazing. I loved that show. It was really great. Wednesday season 1 was awesome. I was a little disappointed by Wednesday season 1 only because I thought it was something completely different than what it was. You know what I mean? Like, I went into it thinking that we were going to be a little bit more like gory and a little bit more not adult. Like how the Sabrina the Teenage Witch show on Netflix was. You know what I mean? Like, they took something that we already knew and they made it creepy. And I am ready for that. Bridgerton, Dahmer. I don't think I finished Dahmer, but I definitely uh did check. I definitely started it. Me and my wife started it, but I know we did not finish it. Bridgerton season 2. Have not seen season 1, so I definitely didn't see season 2. I don't even know what that's about, so I might check that out, but I don't know. Inventing Anna. Definitely don't know what that is. Ozark season 4. I have watched like up to season 2 of Ozark, but I have not seen season 3 or 4 yet, but I am interested in that. The Watcher season 1. Wow, that's pretty interesting. I like The Watcher. I also was checking that out. Really interested in knowing what's going to go on with that now that we don't have Henry Cavill back in the fray. And I'm pretty sure that The Watcher also just came out with another show on Netflix like today or yesterday. And it's a Watcher spinoff. The Blood of Origin or something like that. I don't know what it's called, but it's like the Watcher, the Blood Origin or something along the lines of that. Haven't seen it, but I don't think I've heard anything good about it up until this point. The Sandman season 1, did not finish it. Started it, liked it, but just didn't really. I don't know why I didn't finish it, but I didn't. Umbrella Academy season 3, I watched that. It was definitely different. I liked it. I don't know how many times we're going to do kind of the same thing over and over again, but yeah, that's kind of what I have to say about that. Virgin River season 4, never heard of it in my life. All of Us Are Dead season 1, this is for the non-English side. I loved All of Us Are Dead. Me and Battery both did. Battery was kind of weird. Battery was a little irritated by it just because the kids were like doing a lot of stupid things. and they were just doing a lot of stupid stuff. Extraordinary Attorney Woo. Don't know what that is. Never heard of it. The Marked Heart. Ooh. Till Money Do Us Part. That sounds cool. Elite Season 5. High Heat. The Empress. Business Proposal. Wrong Side of the Tracks. Welcome to Eden. So it seems like this was the year of, non-English shows getting at least some type of footing in the ground in the rat race type of vibes, because all the season 1s were good. So that's definitely Netflix showing that they're diverse a lot more, especially just doing a top 10 for both of these, right? Yeah, that's pretty wild. Um yeah, I'm here for that. I'm here for all of it. I think this is dope. I'm really excited to see what's going to be going on. Uh And kind of my last thing that I'll say as like a recommendation for a worth the watch on Netflix as a movie and a show. I'll give you guys two worth the watch things. The first worth the watch for the show is going to be The Recruit. That's on Netflix and it's pretty fire. It stars the guy that plays Adam Smasher in Black Adam. He does a really good job though, and I really like that. And then for movie, damn, I had an idea for a movie and I lost it. I can't think of what movie I was thinking about on Netflix. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I had a recommendation for you guys for a movie on Netflix, but guess what? I forgot. Sorry. Sorry about that. It was right there on the tip of my tongue, and it's just gone now. Hmm. Bullet Train. That's what it is. Bullet Train is now on Netflix. It's not a Netflix original, but it is on Netflix. And you guys should all go check out Bullet Train because that shit's fire. Bullet Train is a great movie. I definitely would uh it's worth the watch for sure. So yeah, check that out for sure. Better Call Saul season 6 is the best show of the year. Yo, what's up with it, Lewis? I have not watched Better Call Saul season 6. I started Better Call Saul and I haven't finished it. I haven't finished Better Call Saul and I haven't finished Breaking Bad. I haven't finished either of those shows, but I want to. But I don't know what it is about shows that have nothing to do with sci-fi stuff. I'm just not that interested in them anymore. I used to be a lot more interested in them when I was a wee lad and coming up, but ever since I've been like the age where I'm supposed to enjoy them, I just like watching the sci-fi stuff a lot more, like his Dark Materials and things along the lines of that. I just really like it. Pinocchio stop motion film. Still haven't seen either of the Pinocchios. I haven't seen the actual Pinocchio, and I haven't seen the one you're talking about either. I haven't seen either of those. Disney Pluses or Netflixes. That's what I meant to say. So yeah. But yeah. What is this? And then when it comes to just a little bit of horror news. Damien Leone says Terrifier 3 will be the scariest film of the trilogy. One of my goals for Terrifier 3 is to recapture the creep factor present in the original Terrifier short film. I haven't seen any of the Terrifiers, but I have heard from quite a few people that these are actually very much scary, and it's a really good thing to watch, if I'm not mistaken. Um, yeah, I don't think I've ever really read this. I've never read it, never seen it. I don't know. I don't know anything about Terrifier, but that's what he said, and that's about it. Oh, Knives Out is on Blu-ray. Yeah, that's about it. Oh man, it's been a long day. Even though I ain't been up that long, I'm still in like the early parts of my. No, I've been up for a while. I'm lying. I'm lying. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day today. I truly do. Because I know I am. I appreciate all of you. If you are looking for a way to support the stream, you can do that by dropping a like and subscribing, and helping us, get out there on the little interwebs and stuff. We are officially at 1,500 on Marvel Bros. So we appreciate you guys so much for all of that support and love that you guys have been showing us, because you've definitely been showing up and showing out. And if you want to show off, you can by purchasing our Marvel Bros merch by visiting our website at www.marvelbros.com. That's mrvlbros.com. And don't forget to tag us on social media so we can see how you represent the Super Fam. I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in and vibing with me today as we talked about The Bad Batch, The Last of Us, the Netflix stuff, all of the things. If you have anything that's worth the watch that you would like me to check out, you can drop it down in the comment section down below. Or you can join our Discord, where you'll see the Sensei watch list, where people have been relentlessly dropping movies in there for me to watch. I don't think I'll ever get through them in my entire life. But if I do, and it's one that you guys, want me to watch, and I do a review on it, then I'll definitely shout you out and drop it in the chat. I appreciate each and every one of you, as I have said now, and I will say again in the future. Thank you guys for tuning in and showing your love and appreciation. Don't forget to stay awesome, stay nerdy, and stay marvelous. Excelsior.
If you guys would like to support Marv Bros, all you gotta do is visit our website at www.marvbros.com and buy some merch. Represent the Super Fam. Or you can join our Patreon to get early access to content, patron-only scoops, giveaways, private Q&As, and those sacred watch parties. We appreciate you guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Excelsior.
On today's pop culture news update.
On today's pop culture news update.
On today's pop culture news update.